Have you ever thought that something as ordinary as your morning routine could be quietly putting your health at risk? For many older adults, the early hours of the day feel peaceful, perhaps a quick stretch, a stroll to the garden, or simply getting up and moving. But beneath these simple acts can lie hidden dangers that become more serious with age. Today's video begins with a story that might sound familiar, yet it carries a profound warning. A 70-year-old man, known for his active lifestyle and healthy habits, collapsed in his garden one morning and passed away from a sudden stroke. He exercised regularly, ate well, and took pride in his health. So what went wrong? This heartbreaking story reminds us that staying healthy isn't just about what you do, it's also when and how you do it. As we grow older, our bodies become more sensitive to changes in posture, blood pressure, and energy levels, especially right after waking up. What seems like a harmless habit may in fact trigger a serious medical episode. In today's video, we're going to uncover 3 critical morning mistakes that seniors should avoid to protect their heart, brain, and overall well-being. These aren't just tips, they're potentially life-saving habits that every older adult and their loved ones should know. Stick with us to the very end, because what you learn today might not only help you stay healthy, it could protect someone you deeply care about. And if you're someone who values living with intention and grace in your later years, you're exactly who this message is meant for. Let's begin. 3 dangerous morning habits to avoid. 1. Don't exercise on an empty stomach. For many older adults, starting the day with a bit of physical activity, perhaps a light walk, some gentle stretches, or tending to the garden, feels like a wholesome and energizing way to begin. But there's a crucial detail that's often overlooked. Doing these activities before eating anything could actually put your health at risk. You see, when you first wake up, your body is still transitioning from a resting state. Your blood sugar is typically at its lowest point, and your muscles haven't received fuel for several hours. Jumping into movement, even moderate activity, without first eating a small breakfast, can create a sudden demand for energy your body isn't yet ready to meet. For those of us over 65, this matters even more. As we age, our cardiovascular system naturally becomes less flexible. This means it takes longer to adapt to sudden changes in blood pressure or heart rate. Exactly what happens when we go from rest to exertion too quickly, especially on an empty stomach. When your body is deprived of glucose, the primary source of fuel for both your brain and muscles, it compensates by releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. While that might give you a short-term boost, it also raises blood pressure, increases heart rate, and can put serious strain on your heart. In some cases, this may even trigger a stroke or cardiac event, especially for those with underlying conditions. So what can you do instead? Before beginning your morning routine, take a few minutes to have something light but nourishing. A small bowl of oatmeal, a slice of whole grain toast with peanut butter, or a banana can make a big difference. It's not about having a full meal, it's about giving your body the fuel it needs to ease into the day safely. And when you do move, keep it gentle at first. A 10-minute walk around the block or light stretching indoors is a great way to wake up the body without overloading your heart or joints. Remember, health in later life isn't just about staying active. It's about being smart and intentional with your energy. Don't let an empty stomach sabotage your morning. 2. Don't get out of bed too quickly. Let's face it, many of us were taught to start the day with energy and purpose. So it may feel natural to jump out of bed as soon as your eyes open, especially if you've got a list of things to do. But if you're over 65, this habit could actually do more harm than good. When you've been lying down all night, your body is in a state of rest. Blood pressure drops, heart rate slows, and your muscles relax. The moment you go from lying down to standing upright too quickly, your circulatory system is suddenly forced to adjust. And for seniors, this rapid shift can trigger a condition known as orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you stand up, leading to dizziness, blurred vision, and even fainting. This isn't just uncomfortable, it can be dangerous. A fall caused by lightheadedness can lead to serious injuries like hip fractures or head trauma, which are unfortunately common among older adults. According to the CDC, over 36 million falls are reported among seniors in the U.S. each year, many of them occurring right after waking up. So what should you do instead? The answer is simple but powerful. Give your body time to catch up. When you wake up, take 1 or 2 minutes to lie still and stretch gently. Wiggle your fingers and toes, roll your wrists and ankles, and take a few deep breaths. Then slowly roll to your side and ease into a sitting position on the edge of the bed. Wait a few more seconds, letting your body stabilize. Only then should you carefully stand up. This deliberate, slow-motion routine might feel overly cautious, but it's a small habit that can dramatically reduce your risk of falls and morning disorientation. Think of it as a gentle handshake between your body and the day ahead. At this stage of life, protecting your balance and circulation isn't just about safety, it's about independence. By starting your morning with intention and care, you give yourself the best chance to enjoy every moment that follows, fully and without interruption. 3. Don't strain too hard in the bathroom. It may not be the most glamorous topic, but when it comes to protecting your health in later life, how you use the bathroom matters more than most people realize. And if you're over 65, one seemingly harmless habit, straining during bowel movements, could be putting serious strain on more than just your digestive system. Here's why it's risky. When you push too hard, especially in the morning when your body is still adjusting from a night of rest, you create intense pressure in your chest and abdominal cavity. This action, known medically as the Valsalva maneuver, can cause a temporary drop in blood flow to the heart and brain. For some older adults, this can lead to dizziness, fainting, or in extreme cases, a stroke or heart attack. The truth is, many seniors experience constipation due to medications, dehydration, or reduced physical activity. And pushing too hard becomes an unconscious habit. But over time, this habit can damage blood vessels, increase the risk of hemorrhoids, and even cause life-threatening spikes in blood pressure. So what can you do to make this daily activity safer? First, focus on prevention through lifestyle. Stay well hydrated. Aim for about 8 cups of water a day unless advised otherwise by your doctor. Add high-fiber foods to your meals such as whole grains, leafy greens, prunes, or bran cereal. Gentle daily movement like walking or light stretching also supports healthy digestion. Second, rethink your bathroom posture. Many doctors recommend using a small footstool to elevate your feet while sitting on the toilet. This changes the angle of your colon, making bowel movements easier and reducing the need to push. Also, avoid distractions like phones or books. These might cause you to sit longer than necessary, increasing pressure on the lower body. Lastly, listen to your body. If you're experiencing regular difficulty, talk with your healthcare provider rather than forcing it. A gentle, regular routine is far better than an occasional painful effort. In your golden years, even the smallest habits can have a big impact. So treat bathroom time as part of your health routine, not just a reflex. Your heart, your brain, and your body will thank you for it. 4 values that older adults should pass down to their descendants. 1. Leave behind high morals. As we age, we begin to reflect more on what truly matters, not just in our lives, but in what we leave behind. While many people focus on passing down wealth or property, there's something far more valuable that lasts across generations: a legacy of strong moral character. In today's fast-paced world, where values often feel like they're shifting, one of the greatest gifts you can offer your family is the example of a life lived with honesty, kindness, and integrity. High morals don't require a fancy degree or a full bank account. They stem from the way we treat people, make decisions, and live with intention. Think about it. When people speak of someone who has passed, they rarely dwell on how much money that person made. Instead, they talk about how that person made them feel, how they helped others, or stood up for what was right even when it wasn't easy. These are the stories that stick. These are the stories your children and grandchildren will repeat and be shaped by. In American culture, the idea of leading by example carries deep weight. Whether it's staying loyal to your spouse, being a person of your word, or helping a neighbor without expecting anything in return, these small acts ripple outward. They show younger generations that character still counts, and that it's never too late to be the role model someone needs. More than ever, today's youth are hungry for direction and real-life guidance. They may not say it, but they're watching how you handle challenges, how you speak about others, and how you carry yourself in your daily life. Your behavior becomes the blueprint they use when they face tough choices of their own. By living with purpose and upholding strong values, you empower your family not just to succeed, but to thrive with dignity. You protect their reputation, build community trust, and create an atmosphere where goodness is not only expected, it's celebrated. In the end, your moral compass becomes a silent guardian for the generations that follow. That's a gift no inheritance can replace. 2. Teach descendants honest ways to earn money. As we grow older, we often think about what we'll leave behind for our children and grandchildren. For many, that includes savings, property, or treasured belongings. But there's one legacy that can outlast all of that: the knowledge and values needed to earn a living with honesty and dignity. Teaching younger generations how to make money through hard work, integrity, and resilience is far more powerful than simply handing them a check. Why? Because money can be spent. But character and work ethic, those are renewable resources. When you pass down the how instead of just the what, you're empowering them to navigate any financial climate with confidence. In a culture where success is often measured by speed and status, it's easy for younger people to feel pressured to cut corners. That's why your example matters more than ever. Sharing stories of how you earned your way, whether it was through a trade, running a small business, or clocking in every day with pride, instills a sense of honor in honest labor. It shows them that making a living doesn't have to mean sacrificing your principles. Encourage your children and grandchildren to pursue careers or side businesses that match their passions, but remind them to stay grounded in values. Talk to them about budgeting, saving for the future, and avoiding debt traps. Show them how small, consistent habits, like living below their means or planning for retirement, build long-term stability. It's also helpful to teach adaptability. Today's job market changes quickly. Encourage them to stay curious, keep learning, and never shy away from starting over. The skills that helped you get ahead, perseverance, responsibility, and grit, are just as relevant now, perhaps even more. By guiding your family toward honest ways to earn a living, you're doing more than preparing them for the job market. You're showing them how to live a meaningful life, one where success isn't just about money, but about doing the right thing, even when no one's watching. In the end, that's a legacy that not only sustains, it uplifts. 3. Leave behind a healthy body. As we age, we start to realize that health is not just a personal asset, it's a family legacy. The condition of your body doesn't only impact your quality of life, it directly affects your loved ones emotionally, physically, and financially. That's why leaving behind a healthy body is one of the most meaningful gifts you can offer your children and grandchildren. When we're unwell, our families often become our caretakers. They may sacrifice their own routines, careers, or savings to help us manage our health. And while we're deeply grateful for their support, most of us would prefer to be as independent and vibrant as possible for as long as we can. That's not selfish. It's a form of love. Staying healthy in your later years isn't about striving for perfection. It's about making conscious choices that support your body's changing needs. This includes regular movement, like walking 30 minutes a day, doing gentle yoga, or even joining a local senior fitness class. It also means eating with purpose, choosing whole foods like leafy greens, whole grains, and lean proteins, while limiting processed foods that strain your heart and digestion. Routine checkups, vision and hearing exams, and managing chronic conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure are just as vital. Prevention and early detection can mean the difference between thriving at 75 or struggling at 65. But the impact goes beyond your physical well-being. When your grandchildren see you take care of your body, they're learning that aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean strength, resilience, and self-respect. You become a living example that inspires them to value their own health. And if your health has already faced setbacks, don't despair. It's never too late to take small steps. Even minor improvements in diet, movement, and mindset can boost your energy and extend your independence. By investing in your health, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years and lightening the burden on your family. That's a legacy worth building every single day. Fourth, filial piety and family connection. In a world that's moving faster than ever, one of the most powerful legacies you can leave behind isn't material, it's relational. Filial piety, though often rooted in Eastern tradition, holds deep meaning across all cultures. At its core, it's about love, respect, and responsibility between generations, a bond that defines the health of a family. As we age, our role in the family shifts from being caregivers to wisdom keepers. It's a sacred opportunity to teach, not through lectures, but through example. When you show kindness and patience to your parents, your siblings, your spouse, or even your in-laws, you're modeling what it means to honor family. And when your children and grandchildren witness this, they're far more likely to carry that spirit forward. In American culture, we often value independence, and rightly so. But independence should never mean emotional isolation. True strength lies in knowing when to lean in, to support one another, especially during times of illness, aging, or loss. The families that thrive through generations are not the ones with the most wealth, but the ones with the most connection. Simple actions matter: picking up the phone just to check in, being present at family gatherings, offering forgiveness even when it's hard. These small gestures plant seeds of trust and loyalty that grow into strong family trees. And let's not forget the importance of teaching younger generations to give back, not out of obligation, but out of gratitude. Encourage your grandchildren to visit their elders, listen to their stories, and understand the sacrifices made before them. When they learn to value those who came before, they gain a clearer sense of who they are. By nurturing family bonds and showing reverence for one another, you build something that outlasts lifespans, a family culture of respect, compassion, and support. This isn't just about being remembered fondly, it's about ensuring that future generations are raised in an environment where love and loyalty are the norm. In the end, it's not what we own that defines our legacy, it's who we love, how we serve, and the values we leave behind in the hearts of those we raised. As we reflect on the stories and lessons shared today, one truth becomes clear. Longevity is about far more than just staying alive. It's about living wisely and leaving well. We've explored simple morning habits that, while easy to overlook, can have serious consequences if not approached with care. Taking time to ease into the day, fueling your body properly, and respecting your physical limits isn't just good advice. It's essential self-preservation. These mindful practices can make the difference between a peaceful retirement and unexpected health struggles. But more than just physical wellness, we've also talked about the kind of legacy that lasts beyond our time. Teaching our families about morality, honest work, health, and the importance of staying connected creates a foundation for generational strength. Your actions today can shape the character, choices, and culture of your family tomorrow. Whether you're in excellent health or navigating the challenges that come with age, it's never too late to live with intention. Every moment offers an opportunity to reinforce values, model kindness, and build connection. And that truly is the mark of a life well lived. So, take care of your body, nurture your mind, speak with love, and above all, be the kind of ancestor your family will thank silently every time they make a wise decision or offer someone compassion. If you found today's video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe for more thoughtful conversations about aging, wellness, and legacy. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Your attention is truly a gift. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and keep living with purpose.